Hello crafters and welcome to this week's From Picture to Page on Papercraft Show update. Now I'm Michelle Brown, Creative Director at From Picture to Page, and we're nurturing your creativity with in-person and online events. And it is that time of year where we'll bring you a dash of inspiration and all the show news for 2024. There is a lot going on behind the scenes. Now, for this week's Dash of Inspiration, last week we talked about reviewing some of our older pieces of art and craft and then reflecting on how far we've come and what we like to do and perhaps what we could revisit. This week's inspiration is along similar lines. While I was going back through all my old things as I was putting together some videos, I also was going back through some of my stashes of craft supplies. Now, perhaps for those of you that haven't been crafting long, you think, well, how can I forget what I've got in my stash? But for some of us that have been crafting for 20 years or so, it is amazing how we collect things and put them away and forget to go back. So I was doing a focus video on videos and I found a really good box that I had a whole heap of stencils stored in. This is a nice big box. I guess it's for scrapbooking. It holds things that are 12 inches by 12 inches. But I had so much fun going through it. There was some nice big stencils that I know I used with a gel plate. It has a really fun flower print. I found some other little masks. There were some in here that were really well used and I could tell that they've been given a go. There were other ones that I remember using that I got at different times. I was also a member stamping, Stencil Girl, has a monthly club where you get a big stencil and then some little ones. So this has got a really cute little pattern on it. And then some of these were just so much fun to use. And I remember, and then I found this one. This was in the wrong spot. This should be with the Dina Wakley stencils, not really in the general stencils. This was a fun one as well with circles. I think I got that in a class actually. Can't remember now. And again, other ones that are really well used. This one had an interesting pattern on the side, and I reckon I could go find that art journaling page that I've used it in if I looked hard enough. And another one I was thinking, that's so much fun as well. I'll need to use that in my craft soon. So I'd like to challenge you to go pull out some of your older craft supplies. If they're stamps or stencils, hopefully they've been stored well and still in good repair and ready to use. And if not, then perhaps we need to decide what we're going to do with them. Sometimes if stencils aren't stored flat, they can get a bit kinked or a bit caught on each other. And quite often that doesn't impede the way that you use them. But sometimes some of the older rubber stamps can go a bit sort of rubbery and lose their sort of softness to give a good impression. And then of course, if you've got a huge collection of paints and inks, chances are some of them won't be any good anymore. So please don't just save them for good. Make sure you're using your craft supplies, reviewing regularly what you've got, and then hopefully using that to create some spark and inspiration. Okay, so let's jump into the news. We are 14 weeks away from the Train and Hobby Show. Now we're heading back to Sandown on the 16th and 17th of March 2024, and I'm coordinating the Makers Arts and Crafts Pavilion, and we've got a fantastic lineup so far. We'll certainly give you some more details when it gets closer, and there's still room for more. We've got plenty of space for associations and groups and retailers to come and share your crafts with the people that are looking for hobbies, and quite often their partners and kids as well. So again, it's not just for the paper crafters or crafters, it's for everyone that's interested in trains and remote controls and drones and trading card swaps and table card games like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering. There's a swap meet on the Sunday. There's just so much going on. We're still hoping to have a flying show. I know that has been the speculation in our fortnightly meetings where we've been coming together and chatting with a really diverse range of hobby enthusiasts to bring you just the best show. So make sure you've got that penciled in on your calendar. That's the 16th and 17th of March 2024 down at the Sandown Raceway. And then soon after that, we'll be heading into our first P2P Crafts D-Stash for the year. Actually, that'll be before that because that'll be on Saturday, the 2nd of March, held at Notting Hill. Again, for all of those details, head over to our website from picturetopageandbeyond.com.au. All the details there for the D-Stash. Now, we open that up about a month before, so make sure you're on our crafters email list and you will get all the information. Sign up and we'll just take the first 20 or so people that apply. And then, of course, we've got a waiting list and we will do our best to get you in as well. Now, the D-Stash is a great place to come along and sell off your old things, get them to new homes who they can be appreciated, free up some space and a little bit of cash for yourself. And then also we've got quite a few stores that have closed down and are looking at selling off the last of their products as well. So make sure you've got Saturday the 2nd of March penciled into your diaries as well. In May, we're heading back to the Cardinia Cultural Centre, and I did catch up with the events team out there this week to hand over to the new lady that's coordinating all the events, Naomi, and it's really lovely to have a chat with them, talk about what we might do a bit different in the space, assure me that there shouldn't be any major changes with the venue between now and then, and we'll be heading to Pakenham on the 18th and 19th of May. That's the Saturday and Sunday with your usual lineup, and of course there's lots of other retailers that are really wanting to come along to the Pakenham show, and we'll certainly let you know about those when it gets closer. In June, we'll be heading back to our second D-Stash for the year. So if you think you can't be ready by March or you've still got stuff left over, come back in June. Somewhere in there will also be our online craft show, somewhere probably during the winter when we need a little bit of inspiration. And then last but certainly not least, we'll be heading to our large show at Sandown on Friday the 11th and Saturday the 12th of October. And again, fantastic lineup of crafters and retailers, of clubs, of planners, mixed media, stamping, scrapbooking, everything you need. So make sure you've got those dates booked into your calendar for 2024. Start organising your road trip. I know we had a great group that had come across from New Zealand last time, one from Adelaide, a group from Tasmania, and of course rural New South Wales and Victoria. So it really is a chance to plan a road trip, come down, spend the weekend with us, do a few other things around Melbourne and include it into your mini break. Now, the Papercraft Posse is the place where we catch up between shows. It's our Facebook group where over 1,000 crafters are there to share what they're working on, as well as a lot of the retailers. So welcome to all of our new members, and please continue to share what you're working on, and hopefully you're not too bogged down in all your Christmas projects. This week we've got Mary and Craft Zone telling us all about their 12 Days of Christmas specials. And Melton Scrapbooking and Crafts has got a new release coming up, so she was telling us about that. And I've been busy colour swatching, nothing unusual there, and sharing that with you. So check out our Papercraft Posse group. Please feel free to ask any questions, share what you're working on. If you need any help, please let us know. So I think that is it for this week's update. Dash of inspiration. Go back through all of your old bits and pieces. Let them inspire you. Remember how you use them in time, and hopefully there'll be a really good way of using them in your current projects. Train and Hobby Show, especially the Makers Arts and Crafts, will be heading to Sandown on Saturday the 16th and Sunday the 17th of March 2024. We've got 2 D-Stash markets in 2nd of March and 1st of June. Again, all the details are over on our website. And of course, our Pakenham show in May and our Sandown show in October. So we're so looking forward to catching up with you soon. I hope you are getting all your Christmas cards done. Please continue the conversation here in the comments. Of course, give us a like, a thumbs up, share us with your crafty friends, make sure you subscribe, and we'll catch up with you soon. So this is Michelle signing off. I hope you have a crafty day.